The audiences here in England, of course, this is the home of English-speaking theater, and the audiences, it's part of the culture of the people to go to the theater. It was never that way where I lived in northern Canada. You know? I mean, at wintertime we just spent our time keeping warm. We never even got together in the theater. But the audiences have been very generous and very hospitable and very encouraging. So I feel very comfortable.
So are you giving out an award, or are you here for the beer?
I'm here to present an award.
What are you presenting? What are you presenting?
I give up.
You give up?
No, I'm presenting a short
you'll win?
film and animation. I'm into animation now. Like this. They draw me.
What's your view on British cinema? What's your view on British cinema?
Every once in a while.
Once in a while, yes.
And British cinema has always been marvelous. I mean, some of the memorable times of my viewing life have been in a way on British. One of my favorite films is Gandhi, Richard Attenborough's Gandhi. That is British cinema too, isn't it? But there's so many from the early days. Brief Encounter, Great Expectation. Well, go on and on.
Now, every actor must have a way which they personally like to be remembered in their career. How would you like to be remembered in yours?
In what?
In your career.
How I like to be remembered?
Yeah,
every once in a while.
You've got to think about once in a while. What do you do most frequently once in a while?
That too.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gandhi was your role.
Yes, I am. Presenting a short film award and an award for animation.
Okay, and Michael Caine's getting a special award tonight. What do you think about that?
Is he presenting a special award?
No, he's receiving one.
Is he getting another special award? Well, he's wonderful. He deserves it. He's a wonderful, funny gentleman and a very talented man. I love him.
What was your favourite film of last year?
Of last year? Boy, that's off the top of my head. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. You got me. It's one of those, blank periods. Of course, I go blank a lot,
Which film are you rooting for tonight? Which film are you rooting for tonight?
I cannot disclose my innermost secrets because if I root for something, people will resent it if I pick something that they didn't have in mind. Don't you think? So I'm not going to say anything. What films are being presented tonight anyway? I know American Beauty is being presented again. It seems like there are a lot of films that were at the Oscars. But that's the way it is. Acting and the show business is an international community, isn't it?
I mean, how does it feel arriving at this sort of a British version of the Oscars? It's a very different atmosphere, isn't it?
I was here once before, about 4 or 5 years ago, when Steven Spielberg won for Schindler's List. And it's another awards presentation. It's an event, and it's very memorable and very happy occasions for people who are nominated or who just attend, or the people who win. That's what life is, a series of events, isn't it?
So do you think people in Hollywood actually value a BAFTA when they get one?
They're what?
Do you think people in Hollywood really value a BAFTA after they've won an Oscar?
Why not? I mean, when you have your peers getting together and voting to say, hey, you were the best last year and so and so, and we're telling you, that's good. And I don't think you have to be jaded or be snobbish about it, or arrogant or whatever. And most people I don't think would be. Why not? It's a very generous thing to do.
Thank you.
You bet.
Now make some noise, come on! No? Okay, right, we'll try that again. Just imagine the star you want to see all your life is just, we're here, I'm here. Marvellous. That's better. Right, let's...
Tuesday, it's your second big award ceremony in a couple of weeks. How are you?
With the boom, you're quite good because you didn't get it. Oh, you're on that as well. Usually with them, it doesn't really matter.
I don't think what it was at first, and they're
kind of designed for the normal light level you'd expect in April in London, isn't it?
yes.
Sunshine wipes them out. nomination actually mean to you in comparison to an Oscar?
Any nomination is nice, especially when it comes from within your industry. You know, you feel like you've had a kind of tip of the hat from the people that you aspire to be, or the contemporaries that you want to work with. And obviously, coming from Britain, it means that much more because it's homegrown. So, but either way, I mean, in this particular category as well, both times, I'm a little over, running a little over, which is why I've still got this terrible haircut.
Jude and Sadie, can I
It's
help
going
you?
very well, thank you.
Well, good luck.
Cheers.
Well, from this morning, British cinema
Hello.
does simply going from strength to strength. Its actors are doing exceptionally well internationally, and the films. What do you put that down to, both of you?
Talent.
And
Hard work. I think determination. I think everyone's, you know, we're getting some really good writers as well. You know, really good script writers, and I think everyone's just kind of clubbing together. Really.
I think also films are being made now recognisably as an international industry rather than, I mean, British films, we should all get behind British films, but equally films from America, films from Germany, films from Japan, they're all financing each other. Most films now are co-production, you know. Sure. And I think if we stop seeing the film industry as an industry that sort of segregates countries and see it more of an international industry, I think we'll recognise it's all about good films, and that's the bottom line, what's good and what isn't good.
So would you both like to do more work abroad or more here?
More here. I definitely want to work here. We've got our production company, we've got a couple of projects
Wherever
that we're doing
the
later
quality
this year.
of writing is good as well.
And are you confident tonight?
To have a good time, yeah.
And for an award?
I haven't come to win.
But how would you feel if you did? Imagine it in your hand.
I never do that. I'll wait until it is.
Have you a speech prepared?
No.
Say,
I don't go there.
is he lying? Is he a speech prepared?
He hasn't at all. We don't even talk about it. We just don't even, you know, even with the Oscars.
I'm here to enjoy myself and to celebrate really the films that have been, you know, nominated. My particular for Ripley, and to celebrate with the people that are here tonight that are involved in that, and just and celebrate the industry, you know. I'm very proud to be an actor, I'm very proud to be in the film industry, and this is one of those nights where you can get together and celebrate.
Well, have fun, we'll wish you luck.
Thank you.
Yes. Are you looking like tonight?
I don't know.
Judy, you're looking forward to working with Steven Spielberg?
Very much.
What do you think you might learn from it, get out of it, working with him? Have you been talking with him about the film?
What do I think I'm going to get? I don't know yet. It's early days. I'm looking forward to working with him for sure. Yeah.
How about the young boy who you were the same category as you are?
Yeah, I've only met him the once, but he seems like a gentleman.
Do you think you'll beat him next year?
I don't know. I don't know whether I'll be up for one
Your
next
production
year.
company, what projects are you working on at the moment?
We're in
next project's
pre-production for
Marlowe.
Marlowe, and we're doing a film called Psychoville in November.
Okay, it's another film you're both in together.
Yeah.
You're not sick of each other yet?
No, because we haven't actually been in a film opposite each other. So a lot of it's been, apart from shopping, a lot of it's been ensemble. So this is a completely different thing.
And that's a fab outfit.
It's been made by a dressmaker called Bonnie
Danyani.
Danyani.
She's a friend of ours.
Yeah, friend of ours. She made it for me.
But I'm the only one who remembers her name. Danyani.
Given that you both seem to be in almost every British film these days, do you think it's been a good year for the British? I mean, this is a celebration of the British film industry. Do you think it's been a good year, the last one?
It's getting better.
It's been a pretty good year for the British film industry. I think, like I said back there, I think the film industry is becoming a far more international affair. I mean, a lot of the films that are considered American films have European money in them. A film I'm doing maybe next year is an American film, but they're looking for a European partner. The industry is becoming more unified, and it's coming down to quality more than quantity, I think, now. So, but as far as British film go, I think there have been some great British films, yeah.
A lot of people think Mr. Ripley's a British film the way it looks.
Well, quite, yeah, and in the way it is. I mean, with Anthony's involvement, my involvement, you know, there's always a British contingent, and thankfully, often the British contingent bring quality. You know?
Thank you.
I don't know. It's just I think it's essentially a fairy tale, you know, and everyone loves a fairy tale. You know, and I was the ugly sister.
Do you think your butt was worthy of an Oscar or a BAFTA?
Well, I just show my ass to get my face a rest.
Have you prepared the speech?
No, Christ, no. I'm just managing getting through this.
And what would it mean to win one to you?
Well, it'd be really special, you know. I mean, I don't really know, you know. You'll have to see me on the way out. You know, I don't know.
Thank you.
Right,
Reece, last time we had a chat with you, GMTV, it was when you were about to, for the premiere of Notting Hill.
All right, yeah.
You were a wee bit nervous.
What do you think your chances are tonight?
I don't know, you know, 5 to 1. No, is it 4 to 1? I don't know.
You seem to be playing it very cool. Is it not like a tense time?
No, it's all right. It's the tense is waiting for it all. Once you're here, I just want to get in there. There's free champagne.
I mean, what does a BAFTA mean? It's not an Oscar, is it?
Well, I don't know. If I get one, ask me on the way out. I've never had one before, so I don't know.
Okay, and what do you think? Are you going to go more into Hollywood now, or are you going to stay with British films, or what?
Well, if the script's good, they'll do it.
Depends where it is.
No matter where it is.
You don't mind?
No. All right.
I made a boy.
Hi there, GMTV. I love your dress. Where's it from?
Thank you. It's from a shop.
It's from my shop. And obviously excited about tonight?
Yeah, I am actually. It's great to be back here again. There's some extraordinary films nominated. It's nice, and it's nice to be back.
How does it compare as an experience to the Oscars?
Award ceremonies tend to have the sort of a formula, but it's great that every country has their own, and they're all quite different.
Now, Talented Mr. Ripley did exceptionally well. What do you think was its magic? Why did it do so well?
Probably what I love as an actor about the first contact you have with the film is a script, and Anthony has adapted a brilliant, brilliant script from, the Patricia Highsmith novel. So I guess primarily it was that, and working with Anthony and John Seale and Anne Roth. And
Kate, you're going to be working with Bruce Willis in the album. Have you worked with Bruce? I mean, I know you haven't worked with him, but he's so totally different than your acting. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm with Bruce and Billy Bob. I'm really looking forward to it because I worked with Billy Bob on a film a couple of years ago, and I think Bruce is great, and I so love The Sixth Sense. I thought it was extraordinary, so I'm really looking forward to it. Having a laugh.
Who designed the dresses?
It's in a little shop somewhere.
Okay, how does this compare to going to the Oscars? I can't even speak to the Oscars.
It seems that the press go everywhere, so I mean, you sort of forget whether you're in America or England, but it's great that England has its own, like Australia has its own sort of ceremony for its films. I think it's fantastic.
Everyone seems a lot more relaxed tonight. Is it that kind of vibe?
Yeah. I think it's great. It's sort of low key, sort of catching up with people, which I hope I can do in a minute.
And what are you working on at the moment?
I've just finished working on The Gift, which is a film that Sam Raimi was shooting in the States.
Okay, and anything lined up?
A couple of things, yeah.
So it's not as nerve-wracking as the Oscars?
Oh, it's not nerve-wracking at all. It's just a bit boring. You have to sort of talk about yourself and, it's great. I'm looking forward to it, and I think there's some extraordinary films nominated this year, so
you're not going through awards exhaustion then at the end of this long train of them?
No. You do get a bit tired of walking around in heels, though, after a while.
Thank you. Access Hollywood.
Hi.
Yeah. Good fashion.
Johnny, you're going to do a stunt. What is it?
I'm jumping out of a plane. Not really. I don't know yet, actually. Just going to have a great time. Very nervous.
Have you seen the final cut of Honest?
Yes. It's a romp.
But what do you think of your performance?
I think I'm brilliant.
Then what did you think?
For my first time, I think I did a pretty good job, But, I'll only get better now.
Nice to celebrate things. I don't think we should everyone gets so anti-award ceremonies, but it's this is the one thing I think that's really worthwhile in this country.
Now, British actors and British film does seem to be going from strength to strength. Do you think it's our time?
Well, I hope so, because I'm in that business, so I really hope so, yeah.
So how's your latest film going? What's the response?
I've no idea. I think we've had lots of mixed reviews. I don't know what the response on the street is.
Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah. It was hard work.
Not the near future.
So what's next?
I've no idea, honestly.
No, you were voted for
Last year you were here.
You're presenting an award tonight, aren't you?
Yes. It's the best soundtrack in film.
Have you done it before presenting?
No, not for this kind of thing. No, I've done it for the Brits, but nothing like this. I'm very nervous.
And your own film comes out very soon.
May 25th.
Okay, so this time next year.
See.
How was the whole experience? Was it something you enjoyed?
I loved it. I've got the bug. I love it. So it'll only get better now. It was the first film, and I think it was pretty good for a first film. So.
Are you proud of it?
Yeah, I am.
Heard it's a bit raunchy.
It's very raunchy, very naughty, very exciting, very dangerous, very gory. All that. Very sexy.
Opened the Dublin Film Festival.
Any plans for a solo singing career?
Yeah, but I can't talk about it right now.
No, you've sort of revealed yourself as to be a bit of a star, a bit of a maestro.
Sorry?
In Love, Honour and Obey, you've sort of revealed yourself to be a bit of a maestro.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. I don't know about that.
So what are you doing down here tonight? You were presenting an award?
Yeah, I'm presenting the one the public vote for, the People's Choice one, I believe. I could be wrong.
Okay, it seemed very relaxed about tonight. Yeah.
Oh, no, there's a lot of my friends upstairs, so it'd be quite nice to see them, really. I never get to see them at bashes like this.
So this kind of showbiz thing is
Yeah,
always
I
like
mean?
a chance to...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Brilliant, thanks very much. Thank you.
Radio, come in, please.
I've just started working on Enigma, which is based on the breaking of the Enigma codes in the Second World War, and I'm just on that for a month, so I'm not too big by the end of it, and then I shall be flat on my back.
Does the baby play a role in it?
Well, if it kicks, it will, because I'll probably be jumping and things in the middle of scenes, but no, it doesn't.
Can you stop? Kate, are you going to show us your bump?
But you can see it, but it's only little. It's only little, but it's there a little bit. It's there a little
Kate,
bit.
I've got to ask you, Leo, your good friend Leo, is in the middle of a major controversy at the moment in the States.
Is he? What's happened?
He's interviewed the President of the United States.
Oh yes, I did hear something about that.
What is your reaction?
Kate, you got the most fantastic reception out there.
I did, I know, and I'm like, I'm only presenting. It's a bit weird, really.
You know, from here, it's like you had more screams than Jude Law.
I'm sure I didn't.
No, you did. I mean, how's everything going? How's the pregnancy?
Fine, really well. I feel absolutely fine. I mean, I get quite tired in the evenings, but I'm told that in about a month's time, I have lots and lots of energy, so I'm looking forward to that bit.
Any peculiar cravings?
I did have a thing about fizzy cola bottles. I don't know why. I think it was the sour, something to do with that, and tomatoes as well. But other than that, nothing too weird. So.
Right, Catherine Zeta-Jones has just gone out to start a film, and obviously I think she's 6 months pregnant at the moment. Are you planning to work?
Well, she's just starting a film, is she?
Yeah.
It's 6 months. Oh, blimey. Well, good for her. I mean, she must be playing pregnant in the film, I would have thought.
They've written it into
Oh, right. Well, no. Well, that's nice of her, because I'd always hoped that when I was pregnant, I would actually get to play a pregnant part. And at the moment, I'm not. But I have just started working on something, but I'm only on it for a month so that I'm not too big by the end of it, because I really absolutely mustn't be looking pregnant in this part. But that should be good.
What film is it?
It's called Enigma. It's based on the Robert Harris novel, and I'm starting shooting in about a week. So.
Who's in that?
Myself and Dougray Scott and Saffron Burrows. So. should be fun.
And what happens, finally, one question, what happens after the birth? Are you going to go straight back to work, or are you going to be a mum?
I'm going to be a mum as much as I possibly can. I mean, there is something that I'm doing next year that I was meant to do this year, Thérèse Raquin, which is a project that I'm in and executive producing, but that is going to happen next year at some point.
So baby's going to come along?
Baby's going to come along. Baby comes first.
So what film are you rooting for tonight?
I have to say I was a real American Beauty fan, so I think I'm going to be rooting for that. I did love it. I just thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Haven't they won it all already?
Well, yes and no, but at the end of the day, you know, Sam Mendes is a Brit, so he deserves to win, and this is a British Film Award ceremony, and that's what it's all about, so I'd like to see him win.
It's quite strange, though, that there don't seem to be many sort of all British films. Hollywood and Britain have so merged with the talent, I mean, going across the Atlantic so much.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, that does happen, and I know that there's been a lot of sort of debate about that, but, you know, if it's a great film and if it's successful for what it is, then, you know, give it prizes. Why not?
So this shouldn't be a British-only affair and keep Hollywood out?
No, not necessarily. I don't think so. You know, you can't divide. I don't think you can divide countries like that. You know, it's bound to merge at some point. It's been merging for years, and but this is a great award ceremony. You know, it's really good to be here.
And is there any film that's sort of maybe been overlooked so far, some that you think deserves some recognition?
Let me have a think. God, I wish you told me you were going to ask me that, because I can't think of one now. I'm sure there is something. Things always get overlooked, you know. You can't give everyone a prize.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The accolades they deserve, and hopefully next year I'll be here with some of yourselves.
And how different from the Oscars is it?
I don't know really. I'll tell you when I'm finished. I'll tell you when I get out.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Film. The story is told with humor. The serious story told in a humorous manner. I mean, I think somewhere the attempt was to give it a Chaplin-like quality.
Now, you had no idea how well the film would do, so what was the attraction for you of taking part in the film?
Questions, please.
Quickly.
Okay, you're up tonight for Best Actor, is that right?
Yes, that's a nomination.
And what do you think you'll win?
Sorry?
Do you think you'll win?
Well, I don't know.
You haven't got a feeling about it?
No, I don't have a feeling.
Were you surprised by East is East's popularity?
I was pleasantly surprised about this massive success. I mean, when I read the script, I thought it should do well because there's a lot of humor. But the director really, he also brought in more humor, visual humor, and it really worked like a magic.
I mean, what do you think was it about the film? Do you think it was, I think it's kind of, also the film was in the right place at the right time. It kind of represents a lot of what's going on at the moment.
I think one, that the story is told through humor, which is very enjoyable and very charming way of telling a story. And also, it touches people. And it has a universal appeal. Because I have seen this film with all variety of audiences everywhere. I've seen the Canadian audience, French audience, American audience. In Delhi I saw with the Indian audience. And here, of course, it has proved to be a huge success. So everywhere the reaction has been unanimous.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, how are you?
We were speaking to Natalie about Honest earlier, because that's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, in May the 26th.
Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, I really love it, yeah. It's probably the most fun I've ever had. I have to do it again quickly.
Oh, that's my next question. What's next on the cards?
I'm going to make another one after Christmas.
What's that about? Is that something?
It's about a hitman who goes to India and ends up having to resolve things within himself. All right.
Is this what you're going to do now? Are you sticking with film directing?
Well, no, obviously I'm playing with Annie in the summer. I'm doing all these festivals. And I enjoy working with Annie, and I enjoy making music. Mind your head on the back of that camera there.
It's an occupational hazard. I've been posted all the time.
All right, then.
Enjoy the night. Thank you.
Tom Ford at Gucci.
It's pretty good. You're here, you've lived here all during the 80s, actually.
That's right. An entire decade, this city was my home.
And now you're back and you're doing a film about Diana, although I know she's not in it.
Well, there's a lot of things happening at the same time. This is Christian Seidel who's producing that film. And that film is an attempt to look in a very delicate and respectful way
but not ever an intrusive way. Some of the things that happened during her life. It keys off a wonderful British actor named Paul. What is Paul's
Paul
name?
McGann.
McGann
Paul
is
McGann.
playing Andrew. But it's a very interesting, it's a difficult thing to ever talk about, and for me too, in the whole world. But I think there's something rather nice that's being done with it. So we're looking for. I'm also working on Masterclass and exploring the talent of this country as a possible to participate in that production as well.
Okay, we're from this morning. Can I ask, what is the challenge of when you're doing a BBC?
Acting an award tonight.
Yes.
Which one's that?
The best director.
Okay, and have you got any personal tips for who's going to win?
Gosh, they're all wonderful. I adore Minghella, and I thought American Beauty was really quite an extraordinary film as well, and a lot of English talent out there. Some of them I haven't seen yet, but it should be exciting.
About sort of British talent that's around at the moment.
British talent has always been, quite phenomenal. There's a real kind of working class energy since my generation, in the 60s. When you think of King's Road and the fact that this city changed an entire world, with the Beatles and all that. So that kind of working class energy has always been there against a backdrop, I've always felt, of real solid, history and culture. And I think it's a very interesting country. Always has been, always will be. I think it's lovely. I think everyone was so pleased because for a long time we didn't hear anything about Michael, and then he got this role, which was a lovely role, and then to have won the supporting Oscar, I think it's fitting and very, very nice. And tonight should be lovely as well.
Did you enjoy it? My plans now is I'm signed 7 years to Weller, and I'm heading to New York next week for Louis Vuitton campaign.
You looking great.
Thank you.
You were sick for me, baby. You're better.
I'm fine now. Thank you.
Nani, do you have a passion for British films? Do you get time to go to the movies yourself?
I love going to the movies. I mean, when I'm on planes, I've got DVDs and movies. I mean, that's just helps me travel in the world.
What about a part for yourself? What would be the ideal part?
I don't know. Oh no, we'll see.
Would you like your life story told?
Never. I will never talk about my friends. They're part of my life. Yeah. Hi.
Hi there. Who designed the dress?
Angelina Laya.
He knows how to.
No, he knows my body since I was 16, so.
Is it as daunting giving out an award as it is deciding what to wear on an event like this?
No, I would have. Angelina Laya was just the one I chose, and that was it. He's someone that means a lot to me. He's been in my life since I was 16. He's helped my career immensely with Johnny Versace, so would have been either one or the other. I wore Johnny to the Oscars somewhere and Nazarin to here.
How important is acting for you now?
How important? It's important, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, I still have my day job, which I love.
You're going to keep on.
Well, it seems to be that way right now until I change my mind. Have you got any more film? Hi, how are you? I don't know. You have to wait and see. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Fine. Oh, everyone's suddenly moving back. It's usually the other way. You produced American Beauty.
We did.
Wow. That's all I can say. You must be pretty pleased with yourself.
Well, we're happy with the movie. We're thrilled with the film, and the response that it's gotten here and around the world has been really overwhelming. So that's been pretty incredible.
Did you ever dream it would be so successful?
You know, we knew that it was the best script that we'd ever read in our entire lives, and when we first saw the film, which was over here, we thought, wow, this is incredible, and we're so proud of it. But that it's had the response that it's had around the globe is just overwhelming to us. We never would have imagined it would have been received as well as it has been. It's just thrilling.
Tell us about Sam.
Well, Sam is a genius, and we took a chance on someone who hadn't directed a film before, but when we met him and talked to him and we'd seen his stage work, we both had a feeling that he was the right guy, and boy, were we right about that.
Definitely. Are you going to be working with him in the future, perhaps?
If we're lucky enough, we will, because he really is a genius, and he's a great person, and he's somebody that we're proud to call a friend now.
Director around at the moment.
That's right.
So is it going to be another clean-up for American Beauty tonight?
Oh gosh, you never know. If you look at historically, what the Academy does in America and the Academy does here are very often very different. So we're just here to have a good time tonight.
Okay, what's the next project?
Oh, we just set up a project at Fox 2000 called Down with Love. It's a very twisted romantic comedy, sort of an homage to Rock Hudson, Doris Day movies. We're very excited about it.
That's fun. Who's going to be
Very
in it?
fun.
Have you cast it yet?
No, we just set it up a couple weeks ago, so it's pretty new.
And, yeah.
Exciting. Looking forward to it. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks. Very nice to meet you.
Hi. I don't know. Probably a lot, hardly at all. I brush my hair more, things like that, But
How is it different? Can you be more relaxed at these ceremonies?
yeah, I'm not as frightened as I used to be. I have to say, arriving out here was pretty scary. There's a lot of people out there all screaming.
They like it. They weren't screening Anthony,
No,
were
I
they?
know, but it's still a little bit overwhelming.
They weren't saying go home, Emily.
No. No, I think they were actually screaming at Naomi Campbell, not me, but...
Thank you.
Hello.
Congratulations on all your wins over on this.
2 weeks seems like a sort of a celebration, you know, and I think maybe in a couple of weeks' time, when I fully come back to Earth, I'll know. But you know, I still live in the same place and work in the same place, and I still want to do more movies, and will do more movies, and you know, hopefully start a movie again next year. So probably it just gives me more artistic freedom and a bit more power, you know, and maybe I'll be able to move into a nicer house.
So do you feel any pressure with this, everyone having this high expectation of you now?
Yeah, you feel a good bit of pressure, and some pressure is good. You know, I mean, it makes you want to do well, and I've never fought shy of pressure. But I think if you worry too much about the end result, you know, you never do anything. And I think you just got to do the movie because you really love it and you're excited by it. You know?
So are you being pulled more towards movie or back to the theatre?
Well, I'm going to do play next, and then I'm going to do movie at the beginning of next year.
And the play is...
Club News. Hello.
Right, we have some other questions. Right, we obviously got the Oscars, so
Yes.
where would a BAFTA fit in? How important is a BAFTA after winning an Oscar?
Well, it's very important for me because it's my hometown. So, you know, and I've been a member of BAFTA for years, and you know, it's my peers and the people that I know, and it's the British film industry, and it's called the David Lean Award, you know, and he's the greatest English film director. So for all those reasons, you know, it's a big deal for me.
And does winning the Oscar, now that must put so much pressure on you now. Have you felt it yet, or is it still early days?
A little bit of pressure is probably a good thing sometimes. It makes you want to work again and want to work well and be good. But I think if you think too much about the end result, you know, you can freeze. You're just going to make. If you're a director, you like telling stories, and you tell them because they entertain you and, you know, move you, and hopefully they move everyone else. So I think you can worry too much about it.
Now, you said you're not going to go to Hollywood. You're not going to desert the Don Mar. Is that?
Yeah, it's true. But I have Don Mar Films, which is you know, it's funded by DreamWorks, and it's going to make you know, films in England. So I will try and combine the two.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
This is Valentino, and I just realised that it's true that red on the red carpet, I don't know if it's such a good idea, maybe it clashes, but I do like red, and well, my character's not dead, so, you know, I may, who knows, but nothing as yet.
So what about film?
Film, I'm waiting to see for finding a script that I really, you know, would like to see, and I mean, would like to do, and that sort of fits in with my schedule, because it's hard to try to find products that, scripts that you like, but that fit in with your schedule.
So have you an idea of what kind of part you'd like to play?
I like comedy. I like to try my hand in a bit of comedy.
What do you do to keep fit?
Run. I run after my son.
Do you actually do mileage as well?
You're presenting awards, is that right?
Presenting 3 awards this evening. Production, hair and makeup, and costume, surprise, surprise.
Have you done a lot of this, presenting awards?
A little bit, but I always get nervous. I think everybody gets nervous when you're, on TV and it's like, oh my God, I hope I don't fall over, and I hope I don't, luckily I'm not receiving an award, because then you'd be really nervous, I think.
What's the atmosphere at an event like this?
It's been wonderful. It's quite relaxed, actually. It's exciting, but it's not manic.
And yourself, any more film roles in the pipeline?
Hopefully. There's a couple of things in the back burners, but I'm sort of always very skeptical to talk about things until they're actually done deals. But I'm looking for material and enjoying some of the things that I've been reading.
Is that the career path that you've chosen?
Well, I like television a lot. I like working in television in any form. And film as well, obviously, because I've made 7 films now. But I really, after working with friends, I really thought, I really like working in TV.
So, was that fun? It
was wonderful fun. It was great. Thank you.
How do you do that?